it's like a class. You spend a lot of time doing that, and people they think, oh, you just show up on the field, throw the balls out, tell them what color they are. No, you do a lot of stuff, and every year I did it, it was like, I have to be better, have to be better.
Welcome to Overlake's Gym and the home of our Hall of Fame. Here we honor our best teams, coaches, and athletes for their accomplishments on the Overlake fields, courts, and courses. Perhaps no one has given more to Overlake athletics than Bob Bristol. 21 seasons as head coach, 12 Coach of the Year nods, 10 league titles, 3 state championships. His 240 career wins puts him on top of the list, a list which now spans 5 decades of Overlake soccer. Those credentials are impeccable. However, it's what Bob gave to his players that is most impressive. They each learned something more about enhancing their work ethic, setting goals, not just individually, but more importantly as a group, learning how to get the most out of the player next to you and sharing the ball, understanding integrity and respect for all those you play against, play with, and who officiate your games. A work ethic, goal setting, being a team player, integrity and respect are all critical for success on the field, but more importantly for life long after your Overlake playing career is over. Bob provided all these lessons and more, and for that we say thank you from the bottom of our Overlake hearts, and we will forever be reminded of those lessons every time we pass by your image, now residing in our Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Bob, and go Owls.
Hi everybody, I'm pleased to have the chance to say a few words about Bob Bristol. What was special about playing for Bob was how much fun he made the game. His dry sense of humor was always there under the surface, and I'm sure you had to have a sense of humor to get through the years of driving one of those 3 vans, those Overlake vans, listening to a bunch of high schoolers quote Fletch, Caddyshack, and Saturday Night Live for hours on end. I appreciate Bob's style. And what I appreciate most is he always had a positive attitude. At practice, win, lose, or draw, he never lost his cool ever. He was always unflappable. And that, again, may have been out of necessity because we never played anywhere that was nearby that had a locker room or a shower. So after we drove someplace like Tacoma to play Charles Wright Academy, he'd have to drive us back, a bunch of sweaty high schoolers, in those same vans. And there's one memory I think I want to share that all Overlake soccer players, at least from the 80s and 90s, will appreciate. And for many, it's not just with us mentally, it's with us physically. And that's crossing the bridge to play the Bush School on their field made of Syntrex. Whoever the demented soul is who thought it was a good idea to have kids play soccer on crushed red brick, there's a special place in hell waiting for them. But for you, Bob, there's a special place in the Overlake Athletic Hall of Fame, and it's much deserved. Congratulations, Bob.
Hi there, my name's Christian Donkers. I'm a class of 95 at Overlake, and I really appreciate the chance to say a few words on behalf of my favorite coach, Bob Bristol. We had the good fortune to play for Bob for 4 years in high school, and to truly say it was an incredible pleasure. It was a special experience. Bob brings, as I'm sure resonates with those of you who know him, a real passion, but a kindness and sense of humor to his coaching. Knows when to be tough, when to give us, the support, that we need. Tactically wonderful coach, but really, what was most special about playing for Bob was just the atmosphere that he created, with the team. And I think it's the values that he instilled in us. I think that hard work and integrity, but also humor and enjoying the process, are things that have definitely stuck with me. Since high school, and it was really just a real true pleasure to play for Bob. Lots of great memories from playing soccer. One thing that I think about, in addition to running the hills and all that, are I remember distinctly, we had the good fortune, to have won the state championship, I think my junior year. And, Bob he was very strategic. So, he had watched, we won, I think, in a penalty shootout, and he had tracked, the other team. I think in a previous game, the team had a penalty shootout, and Bob had studied, the order of players and who shot where, and so he gave some strategic advice to our keeper, who then made a couple saves, and we won the game. And I just remember for that game too, giving Bob a big hug afterwards. And then someone coming from behind Bob, give him a reverse hug, and clocking me, and I had a black eye for 3 weeks after that. Not from the game, but from the celebration. Another thing I remember, from Bob is he was always so upset, that the balls would put the balls in the net, and then somehow the balls would find their way out of the net. And it was he's always like, wait, geez, why do the balls why can't they stay in the net? And we told him, that it was entropy. It was the tendency of things to trend toward a state of disorder. And I think, I remember he mentioned that, many, many times after that. It was entropy, Bob, it's entropy. And we always got a kick out of that, because it seems like it was something that stuck with him a little bit, and was, we thought a very logical explanation for why the balls were always out of the net. But really so happy for Bob to be inducted into the Overlake Hall of Fame, well deserved, and just really appreciated the chance to know Bob, and be coached by Bob, and to learn from him. So Bob, miss you, and congratulations, and hope to talk soon. Thank you.